We're Christians, but we live life by the red letters. We believe that Black Lives Matter. We are pro-choice, and we are unapologetically 100% allies, supporters to the LGBTQIA plus community, and that will never change.
Yeah.
We're like radical progressive.
Yeah.
Hear me out, you little...
Just hear me out. Hear me out.
Just hear me out. Hear me out.
Buy enough to really stick in my ointment. Be the fly in my ointment. Okay, are you ready? Get yourself situated. Get your mic there.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Okay, let's do this.
All right.
Yeah.
Do
you clap? Action.
Action. 1, 2, 3.
That was terrible.
1, 2, 3.
There you go.
What the fuck? Why does it always take 2?
There it is.
Something wrong. Hey, how are you? How are you? Welcome to Baba Booey.
Are we episode 11?
1.
Wow.
Episode 11 of Okay, so hear me out. Okay. With Caitlin and Morgan Freeman.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Did you get into my bag of meds on your way?
Yeah, I just figured I'd try some out on the drive home.
Oh, I got funny stories about that, actually.
Yeah, leaving shoppers with a fucking backpack full of fucking meds. Cocktail.
Drink your fucking Rockstar so we can get this on the go here. Good Lord, man.
Oh. That's the good stuff. Jesus. Sorry. Pardon me.
Did you just say Jesus?
I said cheese. Jesus Louises, I said.
Lord, forgive him.
Forgive me, Jesus. Yeah. All right. So, welcome to episode 11 of this
chaotic
shenaniganry.
Yeah.
You're going to notice some changes coming in the future. Changes.
It's going to be a brand new look next week, hopefully.
Next week?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
the chairs come...
Because of this one?
Because of me.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
What's the reason?
Because I feel like I'm backed into a corner and I don't like it.
We are literally backed into a corner.
I feel like I'm just, it's very... Ugh. But I came down and cleaned the studio up, so it's not as congested out there. But I just want it to be, I don't want the desk anymore. Like, I don't like it. What did you do to the door?
Like, the foam is fucked.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Who did?
It was on the floor when I got here.
That's lies.
It's not lies, I'm telling you. That happened before me.
Okay.
Why would I take the foam off the doors?
I don't know, I just figured you were rough with the door. Whatever, doesn't matter.
I was just like...
Yeah. It's held together with, duct tape, so...
Okay.
So, yeah, we're getting rid of this table, because she doesn't like the table.
No.
So I'm going to have some sort of TV dinner tray over here. Sorta.
What?
I'm barely awake.
Yeah, you're just barely making it here.
Yeah.
You're going to be litty as a titty in a minute.
Once I inject this into my veins here.
Yeah.
And we're getting some nice chairs.
Yeah.
And there's going to be no table, so it's going to be all leg. So no more going bottomless for me, I guess.
You're going to have to put pants on.
Yeah.
From now on.
Otherwise, it's going to be, okay, so here are these nuts.
This episode's about to be fucked. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, to the comments.
All right. Let's get this fucking shit started.
To the comments.
To the comments we go. All right. So we're going to start. You were talking about your uniform. And have you ordered or found your uniform yet?
I haven't ordered it yet. I have found it, but I haven't ordered it yet.
Evan has suggested a uniform for us. He's got a couple of suggestions we could use.
Oh my God.
Where's my mouse? The mouse disappeared. We've got this lovely one, which...
Make America Great Again.
Donald Trump, which... what in the fuck?
What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing there. He's swinging on something.
Is this real? Like, you can actually buy this?
Of course you can. That's how they make their money.
Oh my gosh.
American Patriots Apparel.
Good
and
God.
He also suggested maybe we could do these. America.
I'm Trump train. Holy,
Ah,
the Trump train.
Oh my God, Etsy has taken a turn.
Double, ultra, mega.
What do you think, babe? Will this work for you? For the podcast?
See, what Evan doesn't understand is I'll fucking wear it ironically.
You wear it for spite.
I'll wear it for spite. And then talk shit about Trump while I'm wearing his hoodie.
Yep.
So.
But that's okay, because this is Evan's uniform for the season.
Oh, thanks, Evan. Yeah. I am a fan, actually. This is amazing.
He can really... he pelican. Oh, no, it's not a pelican. That's a
flamingo.
He's ready to flamingo. Thanks, Evan, for contributing every week.
Yeah.
You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy. So, there you go.
Okay.
Our first real comment comes from Sarah O'Brien. Actually, this isn't really so much a comment as something she posted, because we actually talked about it
because you wanted to talk about this. Yeah.
I don't think we talked about it on the podcast.
No, we haven't.
But you and I have talked about it.
Yes.
Where she discovered that... well, I'll read the first poster. For years, I would look at posts and questionnaires about neurodivergence that takes about being so focused on something that you forgot to eat and be like, couldn't be me. Being hungry is so uncomfortable. Your stomach is growling and cramping. How do you ignore that? Then someone informed me that neurotypical people have a whole bunch of hungry sensations before they get to that point, which is true. And Sarah said, excuse me, there is more sensations? Okay, someone that isn't neurospicy needs to... Neurospicy, I like that. Needs to weigh in. Dave and Caitlin, topic to weigh in on? We've discussed this before.
Yeah, so I don't understand, like... I'm either not hungry or I'm hungry sick.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, I'm so hungry to the point that I'm going to pass out and I'm nauseous and I'm lightheaded and I'm like shaky and trembling. That's when I know to eat.
There's no
like slow climb where it's like I start to get like the growling stomach and I'm like, oh, it's like I'm not hungry. And then all out of nowhere, I'm like, I need to eat or I'm going to die.
Yeah. That's why this meal plan's been good, because you have to eat at certain points throughout the day.
Sure, yeah.
Supposedly, in theory.
Yeah.
That
I'm pretty good. Like, I have it down to a time now, so like I know the times that I'm supposed to eat. It's just sometimes it gets hard because if I'm not hungry, then you know what I mean. And the problem too that comes with the Vyvanse is that Vyvanse suppresses your appetite.
Of course it does.
Right? So and when I'm on it, as soon as I take it and it kicks in, I'm like literally not hungry until it basically wears off. But I've been good. Like, I've been forcing myself to eat. But yeah, no, we don't have the signals that everybody else has that says like it's time to eat.
It's fucking wild to me. I don't know if all ADHD people are like this, but I'm assuming majority of us are. It must be fairly common for someone to make a comment on Facebook and for it to be common enough that it blew up.
Yeah. So like, it's like I don't remember the last time I had like my stomach growled.
Yeah.
Like, my stomach doesn't growl. I'm just going to pass out and then I'm not hungry.
Now, is that so that is a symptom of the ADHD?
Well, because your brain is so busy, right? Like, and that's one of the biggest, it's like I don't know the science behind it. Like, I really can't explain it.
We're going to have to find out. I'm very curious.
I can explain it from my point of view, where my brain is so busy and I'm so wrapped up in everything else that I'm doing that food is like the last thing on my mind.
Yeah, but
so I keep it's hyper. Okay? So it's not that we're just sitting there like doing nothing. Like, we're, as neurospicy people, we're all over the place all the time. So our brains are so busy that we're not getting the receptor in our brain. There's like, we're not receiving. Like, I don't process pain the same way as other people do. Like, my brain just doesn't like, it's almost like my brain is so focused on everything else. And when I stub my toe, it's like delayed.
Yeah.
And you've seen me. I've like stubbed my toe and I'm like, ow.
Like 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
Ow.
I'm like, ow, that really hurt. And you're like, what? I'm like, I stubbed my toe. And you were like, you've been laying in bed for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
Was yesterday.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So I feel like we're very like early reaction to a lot of things, but we're very late reaction to other things.
See, you don't have to tell yourself, like you just breathe. Like your brain, it's not a decision you have to make.
Well,
So like,
I choose to be alive.
right. Well, probably. But like I know I can feel it gradually throughout the day. Like in an hour, if I don't eat, I'm going to be fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
But like, that's just something that's there. I don't have to make that choice.
Yeah.
It's like breathe.
So typically for me, what I know what I've learned, especially with this new meal plan, which has gotten me on that thing, is like I'll look at my watch and go, or I'll eat. And when I get home from the gym, I'll have my like breakfast. And then I'll go, okay, so just eat breakfast. So in 2 to 3 hours, I'm going to need to eat my second meal.
Yeah.
So I'll know it's like usually around 11 o'clock. So if I'm at work, I'll look at my watch and it's like 10:30. And then I like calculate the clients that are in the salon, how much time I have. And then I give myself a time where I'm like, I have to eat by noon.
Yeah.
Because if not, I'm going to be sick. And then noon comes and I'm not hungry, but I'll make myself eat because I know I'm supposed to eat because of the meal plan, because I'm trying to keep myself on that. But if not, like there have been, before this meal plan, when I was working with Destiny, there were days where I ate in the morning. I would bring 4 containers of like snacks and I would be at work for 12 hours and not eat until I got home. And I literally, the moment I walked in the door, was like, if I don't eat right now, I'm going to pass out. But like throughout the entire day, because I'm so busy, hunger doesn't register.
Even though you don't feel hungry, you can still eat. Because like if
I force myself to eat.
Okay.
It's
Because like
not
if
that I
I
can
try to
eat.
eat when I'm not hungry, I'll get sick.
No, I don't have a choice because I know that I'm not nourishing myself.
Yeah.
I can't survive on Vyvanse and Red Bull. Like I'll die.
Yeah.
And that's what you know what I mean? And then another thing too is that
another thing.
Coffee as well suppresses your appetite. So I drink coffee in the morning. Like, you know what I mean? So I do all these things that like, anyway, that's
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that.
You're fucking weird, man.
I'm aware. Thank you.
Oh, this is, next episode's outfit. For the record, I guess I should throw it over here. This was what he sent
I'm deliberately stirring the pot because I know what's coming up for me.
because he knew I had that pelican. That flamingo picture.
Stop calling it a pelican.
I'm not good with birds. Oh, shit. So I'm after learning now. When Tokyo comments on YouTube, I usually see it right away.
Mm-hmm.
But like, after the first couple times, I commented back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd go back to like take a picture of it. And there's like 800 more lines. Because I guess he must comment when he starts watching and just keeps editing the same one.
Yeah.
So whenever I see him comment now, I have to wait for an hour for him to watch the full episode. So what did he say on this one? This was regarding last week. 2 in 1 week. Oh, heck yeah. Right. Because we got episode 9 out late. Let's see.
Elsa.
Make this a bit bigger.
This is so funny. 2 in 1 week. Oh, heck yeah. I hope this took 98% of your energy to do this. And that you think about this before you try and screw us, the people, at a weekly episodes again. Also, reference patting her down. I can picture her just yelling at the bar. Pat me down, you son of a bitch, or I'm not leaving the doorway. And likely yelling at someone from the bar to suck my dick.
That's word for word.
Wow, were you there? You must have been.
It's very possible.
It's very, yeah. He also knew about your giant cans because of the pat searches. Haha, oh, the old days. There's 2 things I'm obsessed with in life: Marilyn Monroe and the fall season. Every white girl ever.
Puppy's Spice Latte, yeah.
Yeah. Also, as a fellow ADHD, semi-OCD, about some things I need to know when you're putting photos up, down the stairs. Are you going from largest to smallest as you move down the stairs? Are you lining up each photo with the bottom of the photo above, or are you picking a center line halfway up the wall? Holy fuck. It's literally not that.
I know you didn't do random.
No.
So how crazy did you get with how long did it take?
So here's actually the thing about
I'll pull the picture up again.
Yeah. Do you have it? Yeah, because it'll be easier to explain if I have the picture in front of me. Or behind me, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So these on this side are done in order of
Operations.
her
Dewey Decimal System.
of her events. So this was.
You know what they were when they were taken?
I know what the moments are referencing.
Yeah.
Referencing, yes. So this very first one is like one of her iconic poses. This was when she was doing her interview, when she was with James Dean. This obviously is the iconic. So this was like when she first kind of got
on the scene.
Yeah, and then this is obviously her iconic skirt blowing. Then this one down here was one of her first modeling gigs that she had. Sorry. And then this one is actually from one of her movies she did, which was one of the last movies she did before she died.
Okay.
Okay. This side is just, this is funny, is like by size of picture. So this first one was done for me by a customer at Dollarama for Christmas one year. He did this whole entire picture with Sharpie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is done with Sharpie. Then these...
3. Yeah, that one's...
Oh, yeah. So this is the one that I had done that was done on the strip in Vegas. And so it goes by size, so it's big, small. And then these two are diamond dots that were made for me. One was by Tammy, and Liz from Dollarama did the other one for me.
Yeah.
So, but these are smaller. And then, yeah, so I kind of basically went, these ones don't go by size because these three are all the same size. This one is just square. These are rectangle. But I went by order of events.
Yeah.
And then here, kind of went by size. And then this right here was from Judy. Dust. Ugh.
On what?
Right there on the ledge. This was a conversation between her and, oh my God, what's her name? The brown hair.
Natalie Portman.
No, shut up. Anyway, and it's a very famous quote of hers that she says, the girl's talking to Marilyn and she says, "What if I fall?" And Marilyn looks at her and goes, "Oh my darling, but what if you fly?"
Right.
And that's, so yeah, but yeah, there was like a focal point, a center point, and then I actually started with this guy and then went this one, then hung this one, then this one, then that one.
Nice. Perfect. We'll be right back. Tune back into HGTV. Now you know. I gotta make this fucking mouse red or something. I can't see shit.
Yeah.
So that answers that for you, Mike. Now you know a little bit into the...
I don't know. Let me know if that like makes sense to you. Because if not,
processes of her
I can
mind.
like...
That made sense to me.
Fuck, man.
Oh, we had some more here.
Who's this from?
This is Mike too.
Okay. It's just so I don't really want to get...
Because we got pretty political last week.
Oh, right, we did, yeah. But I 100% agree with you guys being more concerned about what happens in America than in Canada, because as a country we are so weak and dependent on the USA for our interest rates, our dollar, our ability to export oil and gas, etc. So much of what happens with them will affect us. My biggest concern is that for the most part, while I don't agree with war and a lot of the decisions that countries make when they start or enter a war, Canada needs our largest ally to be armed to the teeth and be scary because our country has failed with staffing armed forces to defend and protect ourselves if things went sideways. So we need to rely on the fact that if a war starts, if it's not between Canada and the US, that the US takes us under their wing and protects us. My concern is if the US goes too far to the opposite side, they will not be seen as a threat and they will become a target. Also, shout out for the George
Seinfeld reference.
with hair versus old BF who was bald. I don't understand.
I know. It's the Seinfeld reference I made last week.
Oh, okay.
But like...
I don't know. I mean, honestly, like I get it. Like, and this is where a lot of my concern comes from, because we tend to follow in suit with the US.
Even with like our politics now, we're getting a lot more right wing, like Pierre Poilievre, whoever the fuck his name is.
Yeah,
he's pretty right wing for a fucking Canadian politician.
Yeah, he is.
Which never would have entered the scene if not for Trump. And making that kind of thing popular.
No, I totally, like, Mike, I 100% get where you're coming from, but I feel like at the end of the day, you're literally trying to pick the lesser of two evils. right?
Fucked either way.
That's what, like, either way, it doesn't matter who's in office. They're going to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Kamala is campaigning very smart because she has got America under her fucking wing. Like, she's got it. She's got it in the bag. It's going to happen unless he fucking rigs the elections again. Or not again.
First time.
Yeah. So unless he tries. So, but like, I didn't mean to say again. Sorry. So like, I understand like the concern, but you also have to understand that Kamala's a cop, right? So she's not
She's pro-war as fuck.
She will not lessen what the U.S. has when it comes to the military. And she will not, like, she's not going to not go to war.
No.
She will go to war.
She won't even say stop bombing kids in fucking Gaza.
No, she's still saying, like, we're going to do everything we can to continue, basically, right?
No matter who's there, the one thing you can count on is the the military-industrial complex will continue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was about...
Why are you closing it?
You want to go through them?
Well, I thought that's the whole point of what we're doing right now. Instead of you reading them yourself, going, oh, that one's not important. Mike, he was reading one of yours, by the way.
No, it's important, but we talked about it last week, about the strikes and stuff.
Right. Which is happening right now.
Right. Right, we're in the middle of it.
We're not even in the middle of it. It starts tomorrow.
It's not started yet?
No, it starts tomorrow. They go on strike tomorrow.
Tuesday, okay.
Yeah. They had to give 72 hours notice, right? So also someone from the East Coast who has friends who are teachers both in Nova Scotia and out there. A brand new teacher out here can make what a principal at time of retirement makes on the East Coast in their first or second year of teaching. Such a high demand here that you have a better chance of getting a career right off the bat instead of playing the 5 years attempt before you're able to get yourself a full-time position. That being said, I do have a teacher friend here in town who is single, who has been single, owns a home here. See, Cadence, a dwelling in Nova Scotia as well. They do pay teachers well when you compare to places like they pay teachers in Nova Scotia. Also, when you get into doctors in-law school kind of deal, it's usually not someone with a Bachelor of Education teaching those classes. It's usually someone with a master's who likely was in that career field as a lawyer or a doctor a number of years. So
this speaks more to me about the East Coast.
Yeah,
like
that's sad.
So fucking.
That's disgusting.
They're so underpaid back home.
The point that I understand, like I know teachers get paid well, but I think teachers should be paid as much as doctors.
Weller.
Yeah, they should. Now, this strike, again, is not about the teachers. It's about the EAs who are making $18 to $20 an hour.
But the teacher one's coming.
October 15th is when their meeting is. So it's coming. But yeah, that comment it speaks more to me about the East Coast than it does about here, because that's disgusting.
Yeah, we're so far behind back home. I mean, that's why I'm up here. If I wanted to make the kind of money I'm making now back home, I'll zoom in, babe.
I can't when you're like, stop.
Moving?
Also, I'd really like to sit down and do the research. I just don't have the time between working, schooling, and adulting and compare teachers' aides or teachers' assistants with what the teachers' wages are. Look at it from the aspect of the construction world, where an apprentice makes 60% as a first year, 50% as a first year makes, and see if the teacher's aide to teacher pay scales in a ratio similar to that. And it's just the fact that the teachers are paid a lesser amount in this town than what oil and gas trades workers are paid. Being that a teacher is 5 years, post-secondary, maybe 6, and take into account the teacher assistants 2-year community college or whatever program fully consists of. I'd be curious to see the relation in terms of percentages of pay. Just to be clear, I'm not trying to take the piss out of teachers, assistants, or teachers' aides, or saying that they don't deserve. I'm genuinely curious with the rational mindset behind the numbers that drive the business that is schooling and compared to industry, which is a standard that so many of us are used to. This is so my sister and I have this conversation all the time. My sister can save her husband's life.
Yeah.
And he makes $60,000 more a year than her.
That's the location we're in too. Like
I know, but this is what I'm saying, right?
Blue collar town.
We
in a blue collar region.
So it's completely. I get it. Like I know the standard of life and whatever, and oil and gas and whatever.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, there are people on site who never did a day in school and are making $60 an hour.
Yeah.
There are teachers, like Mike said, who have done 4 to 6 years of university to be making $56,000 a year.
Yeah. Yeah. It's locational priorities. That's what the priorities are for.
And here's guys, here's the thing. Like, good on you. I would never be a teacher. Never.
I couldn't do it.
No, I hate kids. I don't even like mine. They're somebody else's. I don't even have the patience to like raise my own children, let alone like take care of somebody else's all day. So like props to you guys for having like, and this is my point, Mike, is that I don't care about, and I'm sorry if this is going to come off rude to you because I'm not trying to be rude to you at all. I don't care about the ratio and yada, 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 whatever. They are literally shaping the minds of our children to go on and go and better their lives. And they are getting paid significantly less than what they should be.
The issue is everyone is underpaid right now. Inflation, cost of living, rent is skyrocketing.
No, I'm not talking about everyone. So stop. I'm talking about teachers, and you're going to piss me off.
Teachers specifically.
I don't give a fuck about everyone else right now, because right now we're in the middle of a strike. This is not what I'm talking about. I don't care if everyone is underpaid. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate and it sucks, but at the end of the day, for $18 an hour, I can go fucking work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And not go to school for it. These teachers' aides and assistants have done 2 years of college, community college or not, doesn't matter, online schooling or not, doesn't fucking matter. They went to school for 2 years. They had to pay for that schooling.
Yeah.
So they probably have student loans and are literally getting paid the same amount as somebody working at McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's disgusting
to me. A little more than Leia was making at Dairy Queen.
Literally.
Yeah.
Leia when Leia was working at Dollarama, was making $15.60 an hour. So you're telling me the people who are working with children who have disabilities, who have learning disabilities, who cannot be in a regular sized classroom are making $2.40 more than what a kid is working at Dollarama.
Yeah.
That's insanity to me. Like, I was a retail manager for 4 years and I made $55,000 a year.
Yeah.
As a retail manager. Actually, that's a lie, because our last tax bracket I made 60. I was like 62 or something like that as a retail manager. That's more than a teacher makes.
Disgusting.
So how is that? And I understand fair wages all around. I do understand that. But it blows my mind that these people are shaping the minds of our children.
Yeah.
And are teaching them the knowledge that they need to have to go and build careers and do the things in life that we're doing. Hopefully not all the things, but you know what I mean? And they are not being paid to do so. They're not being paid fairly at all.
Having to buy their own supplies.
Half of them have to, they literally, at the beginning of every school year, the girls will make a post of what are teachers wanting for back to school gifts or Christmas gifts, Amazon gift cards or Staples gift cards, so they can go and buy more school supplies for their classrooms.
Yeah.
That's insane to me. Why do they have to spend money out of their own pocket? But yet you walk into a doctor's office and they're marble tiles and fucking brand new gear.
Yeah.
I don't.
Which they should have. But
schools and teachers should not be underfunded.
No, there should
at
be
all.
Fucking.
The fucking lunchroom out at Suncor costs more. The cafeteria at Suncor costs more than it did to build fucking McTavish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These people who are working on site, who have gone and done the RAP program, would not have been able to do so without the teachers. So why are they not being fucking paid?
Yeah.
It pisses me off.
I can tell. I know. It's brutal. But
everyone's not being underpaid. Fuck off. Shut up.
Maybe I've been preaching that for years.
Yeah, you have been. And, Kangaroo's coming home. You guys will meet him soon. I promise.
Fuck you, T-Land links. Fuck you. Yeah, but they don't know that. I'm going to buy her username.
That's my girl.
Not mine anymore. Not after that comment.
She was rooting for us before we were us.
Yeah, she was. Up. She's a day one. Day one for us. Kayla Daly says, I could listen to her talk all day long. She has an incredible voice and her stories are relatable. I forget.
An incredible voice?
Yeah.
Me?
Yes, babe.
Oh.
I'm after telling you.
I feel like I sound gross all the time. Anyway.
No, you got a nice, unique voice.
Thank you, Kay.
Yeah, she says she would actually think you guys would be like best friends. You probably would. You guys would get along. Emily says, I can't wait to start your pod. Episode 1 is queued up for the house cleaning later.
Love it.
So hopefully she stuck with
Ooh,
it.
let us know, Emily.
Yeah, I gotta...
Let us know.
Let me know if you liked it. Or if you made it through the first episode.
If you made it through the disclaimer.
Yeah, well, I don't think the disclaimer's till like episode 3.
You didn't just pop it on the front on the...
No, once they're up, they're up.
Oh.
Actually, I guess I could go back and do the audio.
Yeah.
I can't do the video, though. Video's up.
Yep.
So that's it for comments.
Okay.
A lot of support. A lot of bullshit from Evan.
The usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike getting our brains moving. Thinking about shit.
I super appreciate it, and I know
He always asks good questions.
I do understand where he's like, I see his side of it, and I will never discredit his side in any way, shape, or form unless you tell me.
I think he's more just asking the questions.
Yeah, and I get it. That's a really good question to ask. I don't know where their pay scale comes from, but I do know it comes from a conservative government, and their pay scale will never go up.
But see,
because they don't want.
We say that. Nova Scotia is conservative, so that tracks. But Newfoundland's even worse, and they're liberal. So it doesn't matter who's in. Everybody's fucked.
Fucking Dwight Ball.
Is it still Dwayne Ball?
No. He's from my hometown.
Of course he is.
I actually worked his campaign
Ew.
the first year he ran.
All right.
I mean, what do you do when you live in Deer Lake?
It's that or you get high.
I did both. So, speaking of drugs, do I ever have a funny story for you?
Great.
I had to hold this back today when I was telling you about my doctor's appointment because I wanted to tell you on the podcast so you could have like an initial reaction.
Why? When you called me?
Yeah. To this. Okay. So
is there bust the background? The background is you read the doctor.
Yeah. So I had my doctor's appointment today, which super excited. I finally got my referral. I've been fighting for my referral for 3 years to go down and get to have my nose fixed. So I finally got my referral today, which is super exciting.
Do they know? Have we ever discussed your nose? Do you want to discuss your nose?
No, not right now.
Yeah.
You can't sidetrack me. I have ADHD. Let me finish my story and then I'll go back.
Okay.
Ugh. See, now I got to tell the story about my nose because now you got me all fucked up. Now I'm going to forget what I was trying to tell you. Anyway, so 13 years of cocaine use. My nose is fucked. I have no center to my nose. I can touch my fingertips to my nose. I can click my fingernails. So when I eat spicy food, my fucking ears burn. Like, it's weird. I get really bad sinus headaches. I get really bad sinus infections during the winter. I've been suffering. So for the last 3 years, I've been fighting with the doctors, with my doctor specifically. The first scan that I had, she said there was nothing surgical that needed to be done. Meanwhile, I have no center to my nose. But this one, I just went for a CT a couple weeks ago, and turns out my septum has moved 3.5 millimeters, so it's shifting because I don't have the support in my face. So now my nose is kind of shifting. So super fun, love that. Anyway, so we're going kind of through. I always have to like have a list, obviously, and I forgot my list, so I just forgot to write everything down that I needed to go.
Did anybody tell you to write it down?
Yeah, you did. Shut up. Anyway, so we get on the topic of Effexor. So she's, how are you doing without the Effexor? And I'm like, honestly, amazing. I feel better now than I did pre-Effexor. Like, I feel really, really good with the depression and all of that stuff because I'm not depressed. I was sad and I'm still kind of sad, but I'm learning how to deal with it, yada, yada, yada.
How long have you been off it now?
Month and a half, I'd say. Month, something like that. Anyway. So she goes, and what about anxiety? I said, honestly, I get, I have waves. There's times when I feel really, really anxious, and then there's times when I don't feel it at all. It could be once a week. It could be once a month. Like, it just kind of depends on whatever. So this is the med student I'm talking to. Because she's...
This is before you even got to talk to her?
Before I even got to talk to her. So she's like, okay, so what do you want to do? And I was like, I don't want to be on a medication I have to take every day. But if you're going to suggest a medication, I would like it to be something that I can take in the moment that will help with the anxiety, and off I go.
Yeah.
Okay, she goes, perfect. So she goes out, comes back with Dr. So doctor's sitting there, and she goes, because I went through my list of all of the things that I wanted, like I want a full panel blood work done. I need medication for cold sores. I blah, blah, blah. Anyway, and she goes, so there's a this new form of medication that really helps with anxiety. I'm like, oh yeah. And she goes, it's an antipsychotic. I was like,
Are you trying to say something?
what are you trying to say? Because I've been told that I'm not a psychopath. I've been told I'm a sociopath. So do you have anti-sociopathic pills that I can take? Because I don't think I'm a psychopath at all. And she goes, well, and she paused. And I was like, bitch, why are you pausing? Like, what do you need to think about? Girl, that's not nice. Anyway, so she looks like she's gonna fucking slide. She is. Okay. Anyway, so she's like, have you ever taken benzo whatever and blah, blah, blah.
Benzos.
And I'm like, no. I said I was on Ativan once. And she goes, okay, well, I'll make you a deal. This is what happens when I go to my doctors, just so everybody knows. I negotiate. Because I refuse.
You gotta make a deal.
I always make a deal with them. So she goes, okay, I'll make you a deal. She said, I'll prescribe you 10.5 Ativans and see you back in 3 months. And if those 10 have not helped with the anxiety in the moment, the anxiety is still really, really bad, we're going to reevaluate. I said, okay, deal. So that was fine. We finished the appointment. Everything's all good. She gives me my prescriptions. So, do you... Oh my God. Okay, so once upon a time, Caitlin had a moment when she was doing drugs where she was up for 13 days and I was on like 2.5 of Ativan or 3. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, I couldn't sleep. But I was so fucked up that I couldn't remember if I'd taken any Ativan or not to help me go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I ended up basically like overdosing on Ativan.
Right.
And got sent to the hospital. So at this point now, Ativan has been flagged on my name for my healthcare.
Right.
I'm not supposed to have it. But my family doctor can override that. So I go to Shoppers with my prescription. And the little tech is like, nope. And I'm like, the fuck you mean nope? Because you can't have those. And I'm like, my doctor prescribed them. Yes, I can. And he's, no. There's a little red flag that says, you're not getting these. And I was like, no, but like my doctor, like that was literally 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like maybe longer. Yeah. It was in 2012. So yeah, 12 years ago. So I'm like, that was a really long time ago. What do you mean? And he was like, no. And I was like, I just want to be able to drop my medication off without having to tell my life story about like what's going on. Anyway, so then they had the lead pharmacist to come over and he was like, no, it's fine because her doctor prescribed them. They're only 0.5. Yeah. It's like less than a quarter of what she was prescribed before. I was only given 10 as like because I'm a fucking child and can only be allowed to have like you can have one. So here's I don't know if you actually know this. So back when all of this was going on, I went in for like a anxiety evaluation. I was having panic attacks at one point so bad that I would black out. They were like knocking me out.
Yeah.
So the only thing that ever helped was Ativan. So when this flag went on my account, every time I would have a panic attack, I had to go to the hospital so that they could give me Ativan to stop my panic attack. But half the time I couldn't make it to the hospital because they were so bad. Yeah. That's when I learned that cocaine is what helped. That's wild. I just do a line and it kind of, because usually the anxiety was
so Shoppers Drug Mart
was right.
It's the reason that you're a cocaine addict.
Yes. Well, no, but
oh, fuck.
It's a day in the life of me.
Definitely had a hand in it.
Yeah. So that was my day today. So I had to like fight for my life. Anyway, so now this is where I am. This is where I am. And honestly, like, I don't even know if I'll even actually end up taking one. But it's like almost like the placebo effect of knowing I have it on
Just in
hand.
case,
That
yeah.
it's like a security blanket, I guess, of like, I have it just in case kind of thing, right? So anyway, yep. That was my day today.
Wow. Good day.
Mm-hmm.
A lot going on.
Yeah.
So the anxiety has been better.
I mean, I didn't even really realize I had anxiety before. Like, I thought it was gone.
Yeah.
But apparently I was just not paying attention to it, I guess. I don't know. But
Do you
like,
get it when you're medicated on the Vyvanse or the Vumi?
Oh, yeah. Like, I am not handling stress well. I don't know if you've noticed.
Who does?
Like, no, like I can't, when something happens, it's like the world is going to end. That's my anxiety.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I get.
The
like,
worst possible
yeah,
thing.
so like when something small happens, the anxiety takes over and is like, you're done.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, if the credit card goes over, I'm going to leave you.
Yeah,
We're
you're
gonna
going to
get
leave
divorced.
me. We're going to get divorced. I'm going to go bankrupt. I'm going to lose everything.
Yeah.
When it's like the difference of $5.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's just, but that's also, again, like RSD and the OCD and the lack of control and yada, yada, yada. No impulse control and stuff like that. So it's all kind of just ties in together.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm done.
Compared to episode 1, 10 episodes later, episode 11.
Yeah.
Has it been better?
Episode 1 was like 7 months ago.
It was March. April, May, June, July, August, September. Half a year.
No, that's not a really good comparison because I was on Effexor. So there was
In
no
March?
Yes.
Are you?
Yeah. I literally only came off Effexor a month ago.
So we can't even compare to...
I can't even compare it because I don't know because I didn't feel for a year and a half.
So we really can't start tracking your progress
Now. Mm.
So all those other 10 episodes, fucking waste of time.
Sure. I don't think
go
Evan
watch,
will agree with you.
Go listen. No,
Yeah.
me and Evan are having a great time.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that.
Okay. So at least now we can...
Do you know what I did?
How would I know what you did?
Oh, well, I'm going to tell you because it's in front of people so you can't get mad at me.
Oh.
ADHD problem number 8,672.
I feel like this is my problem now.
Oh, no, it's not. It's actually kind of funny. So, Lacey's birthday gift, I remember I told you she was like wanting like a nice water bottle for her birthday.
Sure.
And so I was like, oh, I'm going to get her like one of these neon pink ones from Simply Modern.
Mm-hmm. When's her birthday?
It was gone. Oh, it's already gone. We haven't done our birthday gift exchange yet.
Okay.
You asked me this like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah,
When we
I
were
don't know what you
upstairs.
said.
So I ordered her a water bottle.
Okay.
And then when I got the confirmation, I was like, man, like it's like a pretty expensive water bottle, but I'm like, it's Lacey. So like, whatever, it's worth it. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a big deal.
Uh-huh.
I ordered 2.
I was just going to say, you ordered fucking 2, didn't you? You fucking dum-dum.
I hit add to cart twice. So now I have a hot pink water bottle.
This is a Vumi all over again. The Vumi order.
Yep.
Next time you need to order something,
I'll get you to do it.
get me to do it.
Yeah.
And then I won't do it. But
Okay.
I'll tell you I did. And then you'll have it forgot. And you remember 2 months later, hey, whatever happened to the thing I asked you to get?
That's not me at all, and you know that. That's fucking bullshit. Anyway. So if you guys are wondering, my grievance this week is me.
What a coincidence.
What's your grievance, babe?
We're on the same page.
What's your grievance, babe?
Are we jumping into grievances?
Yeah. We gotta go eat supper.
The tradition begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now you're going to hear about it.
Okay, you start.
I told you mine. Me. I am my grievance.
How are you your grievance, though?
Because sometimes my brain is so busy, I can't get the fuck out of my own way. Like, y'all, let me tell you, a really big mistake I made was spreading my medication out throughout the day the other day.
Oh, my God.
Because...
Yeah, fucking tell that story.
Okay. So I needed to paint the doors, all of the bedroom doors.
If you had told me that you were sneaking lines in the bathroom,
I wasn't sneaking lines. Shut
I
up.
would have fucking believed you.
No, so I needed to paint the doors. So I got up, went to the gym, did my thing, came home from the gym, and I will not take, if I'm taking pre-workout, I won't take my Vyvanse because I can't take them both because I'll have a fucking heart attack.
Yeah.
So I take pre-workout. So anyways, did pre-workout, went to the gym, came home from the gym, was like, okay, it's time to paint the doors. Give myself like a 45-minute grace period, so I took 20 milligrams of Vyvanse.
Yeah.
Dropped a Red Bull.
Washed it down with a Red Bull.
Washed it down with a Red Bull. So, first mistake. There's 17 doors in this house.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, including the... Yeah.
This has been counting doors.
So, shut up. So, anyway, we painted 13 of those doors.
Yeah.
Okay? 13 doors. You were like, it's going to take you like 10 minutes a door. Did not take me 10 minutes a door. Somebody's calling me.
Come the fuck off.
Manitoba.
Ew.
Ew. Anyway, that's where my people are from, actually, so I probably shouldn't say you.
Sorry, Manitoba.
Yeah, sorry, Manitoba. I love you. Anyway, so not even halfway through, we got out of the room. So we were in the hallway. And I was like, I feel like I'm going to need to take another Vyvanse because I'm like fading.
Mm-hmm.
This point, it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yep.
Never. Terrible idea.
Worse.
Should have never, because I washed that one down with a coffee.
Yeah.
So now, in my system, I have a pre-workout, 30 milligrams of Vyvanse, Red Bull, and a coffee.
Was the coffee decaf?
No, it was not.
No,
it was half and half. It was half decaf, half regular.
Half.
So we finish painting at 7. I'm spun as fuck. So I decided at 8:30 at night to come downstairs and clean the studio. That wasn't enough. So I reorganized the bathroom cupboards again.
Yeah.
Cleaned the bathroom. And and before I came downstairs, took 5 milligrams melatonin to like get me to the point where I was ready to go to sleep. Wasn't happening. So
you were wound up more tight than a frog's asshole.
yeah, so this is why when I tell you I need to take another 10 milligrams of Vyvanse, say no.
What am I going to do?
Not get it for me. You got it for me.
I didn't. Oh, I did get it for you.
You did get it for me.
Well, I just assume you know what the fuck you're talking about.
Baby,
I know.
that's a terrible assumption.
So that's why I'm an asshole. Because I don't know.
You're the problem here. Okay, tell them your grievance.
My grievance?
Yeah.
Well, your grievance is that sometimes you can't get out of your own way.
Yeah.
My grievance is sometimes you can't get out of my fucking way. For instance, the 10 minutes a day I'm in the kitchen cooking something also happens to be the fucking 10 minutes a day you are in the kitchen wanting to do whatever the fuck it is you're trying to do.
I just want to be with you.
You can be with me outside the kitchen on the other side of the little bar there. Because what happens? When I cook, when I'm doing whatever it is the fuck I need to do in the kitchen, I'm not in there often. But when I am, I'm in my vibe. I'm in my routine. I'm very specific. I'll do the same fucking movements every time. If you tracked it on like a GPS, it would be ground into the floor because I go the same places and it takes the same amount of time every time. I make the same breakfast every day, literally every day, whatever the fuck it is. And when, or you were getting me to I was making supper, my chicken parm, my special recipe skibbity toilet.
Okay.
And Dad's going to make supper now, so everybody get in the kitchen, let him work. And as soon as I get in there and start, what the fuck did you start doing?
Marinating chicken for the next meal.
Then I go and start taking stuff at the...
Hold the fuck on. No. Fuck you. You fucking fuck. Hold on.
What do you mean?
No, you were like, okay, I'm going to cook supper.
Yeah.
Where's the chicken? I said, it's in the back sink. I'm going to go get it for you. How many chicken breasts do you need for supper? Because there's a full pack of chicken. We don't need to make the whole thing.
Yeah.
And you said, I need 4. I said, okay, I'm going to marinate the other 3 for the next meal. And you went, okay, baby, I'll just wait for you then.
Yeah, that's right.
This was not your grievance. Your grievance was me eating your peanut butter toast.
No, it wasn't. Because it wasn't marinating chicken. It was something else you're doing. You're either putting away dishes or fucking around in the cupboard or doing something. Because the moment I turned around and you were hearing my face, you're like, sorry. So sorry, I knew away.
I was putting the chicken away.
So that's my grievance. The only time I'm in the kitchen, I'm fucking tripping up.
Normally, though, hold on. You're usually in the kitchen alone all the time.
Yes.
Okay?
For that specific reason.
No. Because you are up before everybody else making your breakfast in the morning for work.
Yes.
Myself, Leia, and Sam. This is why we have a group chat without you.
What the fuck?
Just so you're aware.
I'm not invited to the family group chat?
No, you're not. We're called the Iconic Trio.
But we're a fucking quad duo.
No. So we function all day, all evening, perfectly fine in that kitchen. The three of us. Leia and I can be in there making breakfast together. Like, it doesn't matter. You are as wide as the fucking broadside of a house. So it's not that we're in your way. You're just fucking huge. And like when you turn, you're so big. When you turn, like normal, average, like I'm here. When you turn, you knock everything. You can't even roll over in bed anymore.
I know.
You roll over in bed and you like have to sit up and then you body slam the bed when you get to where you want to go. Like we ain't the problem, bro.
I can't even get mad at you because that's the nicest thing you ever said to me.
Like you're cute. You have gotten so big that you can't share the kitchen.
Well, I retract my grievance.
Thank you. And just so everybody's aware, that wasn't his grievance yesterday. His grievance actually was that every time he cooks, and he'll ask me,
that's right.
Do you want anything?
I forgot.
And I say, no, baby, I'm fine. And so he makes just enough for what he needs to eat. And then as soon as I see it on his plate, I want some. Now, who's actually to blame here? Because every time I do the same thing. So why aren't you making extra?
Because I ask.
Doesn't matter.
And you say you don't want.
Like, it's no different than if you like go to the store and you're like, do you need me to get you anything? And I say no. And then you come home without a caramel chocolate bar.
And you're like, you didn't get me anything?
Yeah.
I fucking asked you, so you didn't want anything.
That's not how
That's
life
not
works.
the answer, though. You know I want something.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you wanted. I asked what you wanted.
I want the same thing every time.
A caramel bar.
Caramel bar. A
And
king
then I bring
size
you home
caramel
a caramel
chocolate bar.
bar, and you're like, I didn't want this.
And then it sits in the pantry until 10 o'clock at night when everybody's asleep and I take it out. Or I eat it when you're... I usually actually get Leia, so I wait until you're playing like one of your games on the couch.
Yeah.
And when you're not paying attention, I get Leia to go to the pantry and get me chocolate so that you don't see me eat it in bed.
And why do I not want you eating chocolate?
Because I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah. I feel like I'm a fucking...
Broken record.
I'm like fucking, I don't know.
I'm like that girl that like on every date ever that like we go to a restaurant and you're like, do you want to share fries? And I'm like, no, I'm good. And then you get fries and then I eat them.
Because if you told me I would make more than the portion I was going to make so you could have some and I could still get the same amount of sustenance that I require.
I've been doing this for 5 years.
I know, fuck.
How
I'm the
have you
idiot.
yeah.
I'm stupid.
Yeah. 5 years.
Like when
You've been complaining about this. 5 years you've been bitching about this to me. And here we are going on 5 years of being together. We'll be together 5 years and 3 months. 3 months time, it'll be 5 years.
Aw.
Isn't that cute?
That is cute.
And you still have not learned
to
make an extra piece of toast.
That was my treat day.
Yeah.
Because I have toast every morning, 2 pieces.
Chad, do you hear this? Oh, Chad's listening.
Yeah. So for my treat day,
butter,
I make a 3rd piece of toast.
So maybe you should make a 4th.
Yep. That's the takeaway here. I need to make a full
5 years, honey. I've been eating your food. Like, I don't know why you haven't learned yet. I don't know why this isn't like
this clicking for me now, along with a whole bunch of other stuff. But
what else is clicking?
Oh no, nothing.
What? Tell me.
Nothing. It was just a funny thing to say.
Oh, okay.
I don't actually have anything else that's clicking. Well,
don't be gross.
Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so hear me out.
Episode 11, high five.
Episode 011.
We did it. We made it to 11.
Mm-hmm.
Made it to almost 5 years.
Almost. Now let's
I
turn the
am
cameras off and
successfully-
smush. What?
Successfully,
Successfully?
your longest marriage.
What the fuck? Why would you even bring that up? Are you?
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't remember. I remember how long I was married to the other two.
Ugh,
Yeah.
it's exhausting.
Let's just say it's the longest.
Yeah.
It's the most fun.
I bet it is for you. Life is a roller coaster when I'm around.
The biggest adventure. It's the less depressing.
Is it? That's good. I'm glad. Guys, Riley probably won't be in next week's episode. Just so you guys are aware. She's going to get her
dick chopped off.
she's going to get her spayed on Thursday. So we'll see how she's doing, but she may not be able to join us.
I mean, because there's so much work. Oh my God.
You're gross. All right, guys. Thanks for hearing me out.
Peace. Like, share,
Donate.
subscribe,
Subscribe.
donate, and yeah, shout out to our paid subscriber, Sarah O'Brien. And if you want to become a paid subscriber, we're gonna come up with some sort of reward that, like, maybe episodes will come out early for paid subscribers, something like that.
Early access?
Yeah. So I'm going to think of something. It's coming. So if you want to support the podcast and all this fucking weird shit that we do every week and all the other stuff that we're doing, don't forget to like us on TikTok, YouTube,
Instagram.
And
everywhere, anywhere you listen to your podcast.
Oh, yeah, shit. I mean, because this is a podcast. We have like a bunch of listeners on Spotify and Apple Music. So if you're only listening and you didn't know that we actually do like a video portion, this is also on YouTube. You get to see all the stuff that we're fucking going on about. So if you're just an audio listener, I invite you to come over to YouTube and party with the rest of us and watch all this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, come join the real party.
Yeah.
But if you're just tuning in and listening on whatever, thanks for tuning in there too. We've got listeners in Germany, the States, fucking where else? We'll do I'll go through it all when we do
Sounds good.
We have listeners all over, so thanks so much for listening.
Okay.
We love you all.
Love you guys.
Okay, hear us out next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Cut.
It out.